Hello, everyone. I would love to hear where you are calling in from and where you're watching from. So just drop a note down below to let me know which part of the world you're in, what kind of weather you're having, and a little bit about your life. I would love to find out. It's a very one-dimensional form of communicating, doing live streams. You're giving a message, but you're not getting a lot back. So I really love it when people can just share a little bit about themselves. And just wanted to report back on our free mindset workshop that we ran the other day on Monday afternoon. It was fantastic. And we had a very active group of people there who were keen and happy to provide answers and feedback as the session went on. So I wanted to just reach out and say a massive thank you if you did in fact attend. We had a great time and we are very glad that we actually ran that session. So what I wanted to talk about today was all about forgiveness. And, I've been reflecting on forgiveness a lot in the past couple of weeks. And the thing that strikes me about it is that if you're not forgiving, then what you're doing is holding some kind of grudge, or you're holding some kind of burden, or you're holding some kind of resentment against another person. Now, the thing with that is that the only person that actually damages is you. It doesn't damage the other person. It doesn't mean that the other person gets paid back just because you're giving them the cold shoulder. It's not like this weird form of revenge where the other person should feel more hurt because you're not dealing with them anymore. The person that you're hurting in this whole process of holding a grudge or withholding information or whatever you might be doing, it's a passive aggressive strategy, actually, is what you're doing. And there's only one person in that's getting hurt, and that person is you. And so I just wanted to share today, because when I talk about the topic of forgiveness, I'm primarily talking about you forgiving yourself. And you forgiving yourself is more important to me than forgiveness that you might provide to others. So, of course, there's both of those kinds of forgiveness, and both kinds are important. But the bit that really, really eats away at you is the stuff where you haven't forgiven yourself. So I want you to remember that when you are going down the path of consideration, when you are thinking of the idea that you might like to forgive someone for something, when you're feeling as though you might be able to step up and forgive yourself about something, then for you to remember that the most cleansing, cathartic process that you can actually ever undertake is self-forgiveness. And that will allow you then to forgive others. So that's the way that it works. So if you have someone in your life that you would like to forgive, I would suggest that you do some work on your self-forgiveness first, and that will allow you the brain space, and it will allow you the choice that you want to make in and around forgiving the other person. So forgiveness is such an important topic that it's one of these things we don't talk about very often, but it's so important, because how good you are at forgiving yourself and how good you are at sharing that forgiveness with others really is a key determinant of your emotional intelligence moving forward. And having emotional intelligence is one of the key elements that determines if you have a good life or if you don't have a good life. So forgiveness and your capacity to forgive is an indicator of your emotional intelligence. If you're interested in emotional intelligence and a whole range of other things, we run many workshops with individuals, teams, and in organizations. Some of those workshops are on emotional intelligence, some are about leadership, some are about organizational culture. So we'd love you just to go to our website, which is 3wsbeingmorehuman.com.au, and you can check out what we do. Take care and have a great day.